So Ibn Abbas saying what he said, he said, I'm amongst those who are deeply rooted in knowledge, who know its interpretation, who know its meaning. You find in this, because of this, you find a number of different narrations where Abdullah ibn Abbas, radiallahu anhuma, actually, he made a point to say that with regard to these severed letters of the different surahs, he said they have meaning. And if anything, the only problem is that we don't know how to put them together in the right formation. But for those who can put them together in the right formation, we'll be able to discover what they actually mean. So have you not seen that in some surahs Allah said Alif Lam Ra, and then he said Hamim, and in one surah he says Noon, and all of that together spells Ar-Rahman, if you put them all together. So he gives that as an example of what he means by these huruf muqatta'a having meaning. And actually the majority of the scholars, the overwhelming majority of the scholars, believe that these huruf have a meaning, they have an interpretation, except that many of them, if not most of them, have refrained from trying to mention any possibilities, except that you do find them in some of the books of tafsir, such as, the Arabs sometimes would abbreviate, and this is another translation for huruf muqatta'a, the abbreviated letters. They would speak to a person and they would request something from them, and they would say the first letter of the word, and it would simply be understood as sort of an idiom. So for instance, a poet, famous poet, in speaking about a particular woman who he sort of fell head over heels for, and he says, قُلْتُ لَهَا قِيفِي فَقَالَتْ لِي قَافٍ. I said to her, stop, and she said to me, you stop. But she said qaf. She didn't say qif, she said qaf. And qaf is just one letter of the word qif. And so, but he understood from it that it has a particular meaning. This is why sometimes you find that some of the scholars will translate Yasin as Ya Insan. Yasin means Ya, oh man, meaning the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, meaning that is one of his names. Yasin, oh Yasin, wal Quran al Hakim, innaka lamin al mursaleen. Indeed, you are amongst those who have been sent. So that's why he starts off Yasin. He's summoning Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. So that is an example. Taha, you find these are some of those possibilities. But the point being that we can never say for certainty what exactly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant by them, but we do acknowledge that they do have meaning.